Good morning. I know I'm very unacceptable. I do apologise. Dots. Hi, Crafty. Hi, Lou. Hi, Dado. I am missing. I got lost and killed. Oh, I've got long bits of hair hanging out. I think my timer is stuck. It was stuck on 0. My hair is driving me crazy. How are we? Are we okay? Is the sound okay? I had to turn the microphone down because I'm a lot closer to it now. And it was like in the red bar. I thought, oh, yeah, I know I'm loud, but I don't want to be that loud. But how is the sound? Getting it done this Friday? Yeah. Not sure I look at this picture. It's fine. It's upside down. It's just a weird, abstract piece of art. It's not upside down, sideways, I mean. Chop it on, start again. Yeah, it's driving me crazy. Look how long it is. That's disgusting. Yeah, I can't wait to get it done. That's why I'm streaming this morning, because I'm going to colour it this afternoon. So by the time I go on Friday, the stains on my head will have gone. Because I don't know what it is. I can get colour off someone else's head, but I don't know, maybe it's because I'm pale, maybe it's because like I used like a really vibrant red, I don't know, but I can't get it off. And I'll have nice, round my head. I haven't got anything. Oh, it's pet scissors, that'll do. So, yeah, it'll look lovely. Right. I'll tell you something that might make you change your mind about this Dots though, Lou. Is, I counted the rows and there's 88. And it's just the perfect number, isn't it? 11 rows. Perfect. New mini to red hair. Yeah, exactly. Proper. It looks like I've had like plugs or something and there's like a really fake hairline. But yeah, it takes a good 2 or 3 showers. Trouble is, it's under my hair. So if I put Vaseline on it, it'll stop it colouring my hair. 88 is optimum. See? Do you like it a bit better now? Am I too loud? I'm very loud on that bar. Am I too loud? I can turn my gob down. Well, microphone. Yeah, so the 88 miles an hour as well. 88 is a good number. So, you're fine. Oh, okay, so, yeah, does that help? Does it help? Does it help that there are tons and tons of K's on it? Probably not. There's not many different colours on this section. K's, E's, D's, J's. Yeah, that's a point against again, isn't it? We're starting on D. Does that help? And this kit has got a huge, massive, if I can find my camera, a huge, massive thing of, what is it, wax stuff? There's pros and cons. There's pros and cons, isn't there? I have a huge thing. That is a lot of wax. Huge, massive thing. Talking of huge, massive things. Hi, Cap. How are you? Look at this old wax. Oh, that is so not sticky at all. It's quite gross. Oh, well, I know. How are you doing? How is everybody? Are we okay? Anyway, I've probably asked, but are we all alright? Feels like I haven't streamed Dots. I don't know when I did. I said the coffee Dots was still sat on here. And that was several weeks ago when I finished that, weren't it? So it seems a long time since we've done any dotting. So I thought I would do it. And I know everyone's like, oh, it's too early for Christmas. But that was a good impression of Lou, I thought. I thought, because I want to get this, it would take me a good couple of weeks to finish it. I want to get it finished, having books on to properly flatten it, stick it, get it framed and everything, to put it on the wall on the 1st of December. or probably the weekend before the 1st of December. So I thought I'd better start it. There's 2 brown ones in my D. The multi-twitching, that's fine. As long as you watch me more, that's fine. Make sure you get the right chap chatting. Yeah, there'll be too much rudeness for the other one. I don't know, he's pretty rude, isn't he? I think he's not doing Christmas though. Wow. Don't know what to say. Really don't care. I'm getting this ready for Christmas. You're just lucky that I haven't got Christmas songs on yet. Well, no, it won't be songs. It'll be music, like Christmassy tunes. Nothing official. Still doing Halloween, so both wrong. Don't really do Halloween. We've never really done Halloween. I wouldn't be here if there was Christmas music. Well, the Christmas music will start on the 1st of December. Is that acceptable to yourself? Yeah, we've never really done Halloween. We didn't get anyone knock on the door yesterday. I think they've learned that we just ignore them. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The first D. Oh! My waxes fell out. Hi, Mike. How you doing? My wax fell out of my pen. I'm quite offended. How you doing, Mike? It might be big, but big isn't necessarily better. If it won't stay in... Oh dear. Family. If my wax won't stay in the pen, obviously. That is a good start, isn't it? It's been a while. Michael will have something exciting to tell us, I'm sure. Anyway, December's fine. Yeah, I'm alright. I am alright. Yeah, nothing particularly amazing. So Gav's back in, where is he? Chertsey. So it's a bit, but it's alright. Just get on with it, didn't you? Oh, getting these first ones straight is a bit toughy. But yeah, had quite a chill weekend. Nothing over energetic. Gav's quite tired actually. Has he been to see the Magna Carta? No, he's been working. I had no idea the Magna Carta was there. No, they don't really get time to do anything other than work, eat, sleep, repeat. But yeah, we had quite a lazy weekend, really. He was knackered this weekend. It was so near there, not sure where it actually is. If you don't know, I don't know. Not a clue. Yeah, he was quite tired this weekend, so we just had a chill one. It was quite nice though. Played Resi Village. Oh man, that is a bad game. That is not a Resi game. That was disappointing. Much rude. You should have seen us. We played it for about an hour. We're like, yeah, I don't think I can play this anymore. And he carried on playing it because he knew that I was really looking forward to playing it. But after a while, it was just like, yeah, this is really bad. Exciting word today. I've put some washing on, put a shopping order in, put on an Amazon delivery for a diary which is being delivered later on. So quiet morning. Dude, that's more than I've done this morning. Yeah, so we sat there afterwards like, oh, really disappointed. Because we were both really, well, I was really looking forward to him playing it. He kind of had a feeling of what it was going to be like, but played it anyway. And yeah, really quite bad. Not a Resi game at all. And it's one of them. Gav said I might give it another chance sometime. I was put off Resi Village as I hated. Oh, we loved Resi 7. But we like the original, like first 3. You know, the wandering around at your own pace, figuring out puzzles, a few scary bits. That's what we wanted. Resi Village is not that. It's far more actiony. I mean, put it this way, we played it an hour. I don't think we did a single puzzle. It was just walking around collecting things, killing things that you can't really kill. Not good. Resi 7 was different, but we really enjoyed it. Well, probably about 3/4 of it. The end was a bit weird. But yeah, we liked 7, but Village is just bad. What about Gigantic Witch? Didn't see her. Couldn't even get to the castle where she lives. Yeah, well, you probably won't like Village then, Mike. The puzzling in Village is really difficult. Well, there was... Actually, no, I tell a lie. There wasn't one puzzle. It's a gate with... This isn't going to spoil it. There's a gate which needs like an emblem thing in each side, which is very Resi, isn't it? And you find one, you've got to find the other one. But we couldn't even get to the bit where the other one was because these things kept killing us. And like you say, bullet sponges. I mean, Gav is not bad at these games. He can shoot accurately most of them. And a whole clip, and they're still not dead. It's like, really? I've got to run past them. Okay. No, it's not. It's not good. May give it another go at some point. But I was reading a little bit of a guide because I thought, like, if we can get to where the booby witch is, it might get better. You know, when there's actual characters, it might just be a slow starter maybe. And I read a bit of a guide, and it's no better. I didn't go too far ahead because I didn't want to spoil it too much, but it didn't sound any better. Like, oh, yeah, really disappointed. So I was so chuffed to get a bargain as well. It was like 28 quid instead of 45. I was so chuffed to get a bargain, and yeah, didn't like it. Really disappointed actually. So we decided next weekend we are going to start Resi 2, the remake, again. Because we streamed quite a bit of that, but we got to the bit, sorry, spoilers coming up, fair warning, mute for a minute, where the big bloke is following you around and you just have to, like, dodge him. We got to that and it was like, yeah. But I think if it hadn't been streamed, Gav would have been more patient with it. So we're just going to play that off stream. With a guide. I think that's the only way to really play them games. Because the trouble is, maybe we're just impatient, but if you spend too much time walking around not knowing what to do, it gets boring, doesn't it? I watched Tom Merritt stream it, and from what I saw of it, the Tall Witch Lady only featured for a short while. Based on all the hype before release, they made out that she would feature more heavy. Heavy. Dude. Yeah? Well, we watched afterwards, we watched a review of it, and they were saying exactly the same. It's just like a cameo almost. And it's like, they used boobs to advertise that game. They knew exactly what they were doing. Thanks for the spoilers, Stu. I was wanting to complete Resi 2 remake for the third time. Dude, I gave you fair warning to mute. Yeah, they just used Booby Witch, or whatever she is. I don't know what she is. We didn't even get there. To advertise it. It's like, hey, come play this game. You'll look at big boobs. That is literally it. And yeah, apparently she's not in it hardly at all. Yeah. I don't know. We might go back to it one day. I don't know. I think if we do, it'll be like when Gav's off and he's chilled out and we can play it for a bit, you know, rather than a Saturday night where he's knackered and we've only got a couple of hours to play it. Probably wasn't the best time to start it. But then if you don't do it, do you? So yeah, not great. But yeah, so we're gonna start Resi 2 again. Because to be fair, it's been that long since we streamed it, we can't really remember where we're up to anyway. Well, we can remember that it's the spoiler bit that I said earlier. But I can't remember the story or what we've done or anything. So I thought we'd start it again. Have a guide ready. Although I don't think we really needed a guide when we streamed it, but it's always it's the sort of game you play with a guide, isn't it? No, we haven't. I don't know why Gav hasn't got that. Don't know. He might do. Once we played 2 again, he might get 3. I don't know. I don't know if he liked 3 or not. Like first time round. I remember him saying that he loved Resi 1, liked 2, but I don't know about the other ones. I like 1. I think that's the best one. I wish they would do a proper remake for that. Because the remake is it GameCube? It's old anyway. It's not a proper remake, is it? I wish they would do a proper HD remake. Because that is by far the best one, isn't it? I think so. But then I enjoyed 7. Apart from about the last quarter where it got a bit stupid. Didn't complete 3 first time around, but completed the remake earlier this year. Oh, did you like it? I can't remember 3. I must admit. I don't know them that well. I know the first one pretty well, but the others not that well. Oh, great. There are no more D's. I think there are. Is that one too high? That D's too high. I think I might have done them. No more D's. Hi, Beeve. How are you doing? I enjoyed it. There was a couple of frustrating moments. I think that's what Gav was like with 2. With the bit that I said earlier. It was just like, yeah, come on, mate. He likes the Resi games where you can just wander around at your own pace, figure things out. He doesn't like I don't want to spoil it. As a general, he doesn't like it where you just have to avoid an enemy that will kill you very easily. Where you can't kill them. And, yeah, it just gets a bit dodging missions. He hates them. Whereas we have sneaking and hiding. He just wants to go in and smash them. Busy with doctor's appointments. Hope everything's alright. Or soon will be. I'm going to do these filthy Ks, get them over with. Although they're lovely blue. They're very nice blue. Yeah, anything sneaking. Because I remember, I won't spoil, I'll try not to spoil it. In 7, there's a bit where you've got to sneak. And he kept getting found and it was annoying him. And he just went in with a shotgun. He's like, that was awesome. I mean, it didn't last very long, but, you know. Everything okay-ish, but hopefully we'll be better. Good. these lovely blue K's. Aren't they disgusting? There's a lot of K's in this one. There's a lot of B's and W's over here as well. But it will be pretty. So what's everyone else been up to this weekend? I've been rabbiting on about my weekend. I do like a rabbit. What's everyone else been up to? Is there anything exciting going on this week that I should know about? Because I haven't got a particularly exciting week planned. I'm going to do quite a lot of dotting. Get some of that done. But I haven't got an awful lot, like, definitely planned. And I've got the stream set up that if I want to stream Witcher, I can just spin the laptop round, spin the microphone round, and then obviously this will have books on anyway, and just sit the PlayStation on top of it and leave the camera and everything as it is. Use the inbuilt camera that I'm using on me for Witcher, because I thought it might be quite nice to switch between the two. See, so organised. Although I can't take credit for that. That was Lou's idea, using the other camera. Have to write up performance reviews, so no, not very exciting. Nothing much this week, just trying to hold everything together. Waiting for my kitchen ceiling to get fixed. Waiting on my insurers to get back to me before the plasterer can start work. Wow. We lead such exciting lives, don't we? Honestly. The excitement is just... I don't think I can bear it. So I thought I was going to have a completely free week this week. But I've now got just a cut to do on Wednesday. I think I've done, even though the appointments are spreading out a bit, I have done quite a lot in the last few weeks, so give it a couple of weeks and I'll be busy again. Oops. But yeah, so lots of dotting to do, which will be nice. It's been a while. Proper beaver, proper. Such exciting lives. Who knew that being adult was doing things like this? I know. I used to enjoy cooking every day. And what's that? Now I don't like cooking every day. Any excuse to go out for a meal or order in is fine by me. I miss spending my A-levels in the pub. Yeah. Yeah, oops. I don't think anyone really realises how boring being an adult is. Like, you spend, when you're younger, wanting to be an adult so you can do things. And then when you actually can, it's just like, do you know what? I actually just want to go home and put my dressing gown on and have a nice cup of tea or something. Honestly, I'm such an old lady. Just like being comfortable. Oscar couldn't wait to get back into his onesie this morning. Nice. I'm like that every time I have to go out. It's like, oh man, I'm gonna get my joggers on, my dressing gown. Oh. I mean, I like going out, don't get me wrong, it is nice to be sociable sometimes, but it ain't half nice going home again, isn't it? I think the last sort of 18 months has turned us into right little hermits. I feel the same, honestly, adulting is not fun, I know. But yeah, the last sort of 18 months, we've got so used to just not doing anything. It's like at the weekends, we very rarely see anybody. And it's even worse now, Gav's working away. I said to him, I don't know when it was, I said, trouble is with you working away, I don't really want to see anyone at the weekends. I just want to chill. I've not actually got dressed yet. I only got dressed just before the stream. Yeah, I'm quite happy staying at home and just, chilling and doing whatever. Because I ain't seen him all week. Some is good, just being able to do something without permission and not having to answer to people. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You can go out if you want to. Just, most of the time, choose not to. Yeah, we've got far too used to being at home and not spending weekends like playing games, do jigsaw while Gav plays a game or something, and not seeing anyone. Oops. It's proper become the norm now. What, pair of little hermits. Doggy's passed out on the sofa catching flies. Oscar's playing Minecraft. I'm slumming about. Fair play. Don't blame you. Excuse me, I've had this conversation with my mum before because sorry, I keep burping. Because she's on her own now, and I think she's sort of spent her whole life feeling like she's got to do something. It's like, Mum, you can do what you like. You haven't got to be doing something all the time. You haven't got to, it's like, I really should be doing something productive, like housework or sorting something or gardening or something. It's like, you are allowed to just sit and watch telly all afternoon if you want. You're retired and you can do what you want. I know she's getting better, but yeah, she always used to be like, I should be doing something. It's like, no, there's no I hate the word should. It's one of my least favourite words ever. And it's like, just do what you want. Because she's also funny. She hasn't got the energy that she used to have either. And I'm like, so if you are a bit tired, have a rest and watch telly all afternoon. Who cares? Put DVD on. You don't have to do things all the time, do you? She's getting better though. She's getting better. My mum's the same. She submitted her resignation but still be working at the hospital but no longer on the ward. Oh right. So she's sort of half retiring, didn't you say? I got over the idea that you should be doing something all the time a long time ago. Because it's like, you know what? I'm not here to just work a bit, because I only work part-time. But I'm not here to just work, do housework. And, I mean, what a boring life. I need to just do that. Retire to return. Oh, okay. But then that's why my mum's house is a lot cleaner and tidier than mine. She's one of those people that she'd love it if someone just turned up to say hello and come in for a cuppa. Like one of her friends, not random, whereas I'd hate it. So don't turn up at my house. I need at least an hour's notice so I can tidy up. No, I wouldn't let you in. You can all stand on the doorstep for an hour while I tidy up. After I finish dotting. Honestly, I hate it. When the bell goes, you think, oh, God, at least 2 weeks' notice is only fair, exactly. The dread when the bell goes, honestly. You think, oh, who's that? And then it's like, are you waiting for a parcel? No, I'm not answering it then. Look and see if there's a familiar car. Although, to be fair, most people that we know don't live round here anyway, so it's always planned. People don't really turn up. I'm glad. I hate it, honestly. Same. I'm looking for part-time stuff too. First, because I literally can't keep up with full-time work, but also I actually want a life. Work is horrible, and frankly, every co-worker I've had has been toxic. I want to spend my free time doing fun things, or even nothing at all. Exactly. I must admit, I don't know, grateful is the right word. I'm glad that I'm able to work part-time. But then, to be fair, Gav works more than full-time. And I sort everything around the house, so I suppose that's like the other half. Like this afternoon, I'll do his invoices for him, because him and paperwork, oh God, it's just not happening. He hates it, and yeah, so I'm glad that I get time to stream in the week, because I think I'd go mad. I don't think I'd cope with full-time work, especially if it was like in a salon or something. Oh, I hate it. Fair play to people that do work full-time and keep a house. I don't know how you do it. Because if I have a particularly busy week, like especially if I book people in on a Monday, because I'm lazy over the weekend. And like this morning, there was tons of dishes to sort out because I did nothing over the weekend. And if I was working this morning, it would drive me crazy because I would either have to rush and do everything or just leave it till later, and it would really annoy me. So, like, yeah, just don't like working, that's the thing. But that's what I like about being self-employed, is I can work when I want. Book people when it suits me. Well, you got to be a bit flexible, obviously, but on the whole, when it suits me. I think I've done all the K's. Don't seem to be doing them in a good order, but you know. So crafted, that's why I went part-time. Would never go back unless I had to. Yeah, it's like I think it's a bit unfair, really, because it's a totally different, it's almost a different job, but doing what I do and working in a salon. But I'd go full-time in a shop again before I worked in a salon. I'd give up on my career to not work in a salon again. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. Although, to be fair, full-time in a salon, you wouldn't get that much money anyway. It's dreadfully paid. And that would annoy me as well, because I would hate my job and I wouldn't even be getting paid well for it. So you do full-time hours in those 3 days. That is true. I think you do nearly full-time hours in 3 days. I don't know if I said this before. I got asked when I had my hair cut, probably a couple of years ago now. And to be fair, it's a nice salon. That's true, Lou. It is a nice salon. It's a far more relaxed salon than I've ever worked in. Like, they wear like jeans and t-shirt, and like, it's not, hi, how are you? It's like when you go, it's like, hello mate, how you doing? Kind of salon. So if I was to get a job in a salon, I would try and get in there. But yeah, I was in there having my haircut once, and she said the woman that owns it said, "Oh, do you cover holiday?" And honestly, the panic! I was like, "Oh no, 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 no!" In my head, I was like, "No, no, 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 no." But I just sort of went, "Not really." And her husband, it was cutting my hair. It was like, "You like your weekends, don't you?" It's like, "Well, yeah, thank you though." But in my head, I was like, "Oh hell no, 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 no." It's like, oh, I couldn't. The panic. No, no. Would not enjoy it. Kind of miss working. I need a data entry job that I could work from home. Is that a thing? I don't know. But oh, no, nope, nope, nope. Exactly. I hate it. So not me. The thing I like about my job, oh no, just chuck them everywhere. The thing I like about my job is, to a certain extent, you can pick and choose who you do. You can be a bit picky. To be fair, in this day and age, you do most jobs from home. Technically I could, but oh god, I'd hate that, having all my customers come to me. Oh no, you have to be tidy all the time. No. Yeah, I can be picky a bit. Like, in a salon, you can't do a colour straight off because you've got to do a skin test 2 days before. But you don't know who's going to walk in and what they're going to want or anything. And I think that is what puts me off a salon, because if I have a phone call or a message from someone, I've got time to think about it and think about what I'm going to do. And if needs be, get advice off people. But you got someone walking a salon, you've got to go, right, I'm going to do that. It's like that. Yeah, that, I suppose it's a confidence thing, but, and also you don't know what the people are going to be like. You could have someone come in that wants their hair done that's horrible, and you've got to do it. And yeah, I think that is probably, oh, for goodness sake, it's probably a confidence thing, but that is probably what's putting me off. The unexpected. And if I have a horrible person, I can just either ignore their calls or tell them I'm not coming anymore. You can't do that when you're in a salon, because they can just walk in. No. Don't like it. Don't like it. Plus, the money is rubbish. Have you ever had people unhappy with their cut? Yeah, obviously. No one's going to get it right every time. There have been times where, to be fair, it hasn't happened for a while. I've gone and done someone's hair the first time, and you know before you've left you're not going to see him again. And you don't. You just know. I mean, I'm trying to think, but I don't think I've ever done like a really big disaster where anyone's been like really, really unhappy. But there have been times where I just know that I'm not going to see him again. And that's fine, because it took me a long time to get it in my head that you're not going to please everybody. But then on the other hand, there has been a time, like if I do the hair the next time I go, so well actually I didn't really like it like that, but then they say I would have liked it like this, and I appreciate that, because it's like you're given the chance to put it right. But I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever had anybody tell me that they're really unhappy with it. But then if they were unhappy with it, I just haven't seen them again. Which I don't know if that's better or not. But there's been plenty of people that, and the ones that it used to bother me, and now it just sort of, you wonder why. Like, you do someone's hair for months and months and months, if not years, and then all of a sudden you don't hear from them again, and then you text them and you don't get a reply all of a sudden, and then you never hear from them ever again. And I had this elderly lady. She wasn't well, so, but it don't really matter anyway. But it was one. Like, I would phone her in a couple of months. You know, do you want it doing it? Or she would phone me. But I hadn't heard anything, so I'd give her a ring. But it was always her husband that answered the phone, because she wasn't well. And I said, I just wondered if so-and-so wanted a haircut yet. He said, she's going to leave it for a bit, actually. I was like, oh, okay, everything all right, though? Yeah. She's going to leave it for a bit. I was like, oh, okay. I'll speak to you soon then. All right, bye. And never heard again. And I knew it wasn't. It was one of them. It's like, yeah, I'm being brushed off. But what's the point? No, she weren't. She might be now, I don't know. But yeah, it's like, you're being brushed off. But what's the point of going, oh, well, what's the matter then? Because they've already decided they don't want you anymore. So it is, yeah. Things like that. She might have been really unhappy. But then when I left her, the last time I did her, she seemed happy, because I just trimmed it like I always did. Cut it short for her, so it's easy for her. And then you have that, and you think, oh, did I do something wrong? Don't know. She probably found someone cheaper. Some people just want it done for like a tenner. And, yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. Sometimes you just don't know. But then, I know it's easy to say, but you just think, well, you try not to worry about it. And you cannot take it personally, because, okay, it may have been personal. She might have just not liked me. But then, well, what can I do about that? I can't, can I? I can't change that. I know I did an okay job. I didn't give her a bad haircut. It's one of them. Just, yeah. But it takes a long, long time to really learn that you're not going to please everybody. That's probably, I think it's with anything though, isn't it? That's one of life's hardest lessons, isn't it? You're not going to please everyone, so don't worry about it. Try your best to, but you're not going to. Not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone's going to like what you do. And that's fine, isn't it? You know? And I mean, this was years ago now. Probably 5+ years ago, it's got to be. But yeah, so. But then there was one I've just thought of, actually. I did a hair for years. And I mean 5 years. And cut her daughters. Everyone was happy every time. I used to deliver her Avon as well. Regular, quite happy. And then, but I mean, I've got a setup with all my customers. I text them a week or two before I know they're going to want it done, and then we arrange a time. And people seem to prefer that as well. And I text her, didn't hear anything. Leave it sort of 2-3 months. Text her again, didn't hear anything. It's like I've literally done her hair for about 5 years or more. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, didn't hear anything. Oh, I bet it is, babe. I think you got to be a special sort of person to do care. I couldn't do that. I couldn't. I think I'd be too emotional, maybe. Yeah. But yeah, it's a weird one. It is a weird one. But yeah, I think it's just growing up as well, isn't it? Life experience. You get a tougher skin, don't you? And you think, well, I'm a bit gutted. Like there was one, I've done her hair years. I could never do a people job, full stop, totally take my off. I see, I know I say I hate people all the time, but I do like people, nice people. I've got a lot of time for people, but I've got no time for bad people. And it's trying to sort of find the good ones. But I might have said on Discord, I had one, done her hair for years, done her grown-up daughters for years, and I mean several years. And then, when was it? Last July, when we came back after the first lockdown, when we had to wear masks. Oh, I like rude people the best. Masks, apron, gloves, antibac everything, spraying everything. It takes more time. Excuse me, I'm very burpy this morning. It takes more time to do people because you have to spend 5-10 minutes cleaning everything. You have to buy loads of stuff. And I put my prices, everyone put their prices up. And rather than have some people, like colour people, having a bigger jump, I just put all my cuts up by a £5. So everybody had the same thing, and just kept my colours the same. And because I don't really do that many anyway, I do far more cuts. So I thought, well, actually, I'll put the price of them up because I'll get more money anyway. And I had a text from the one that I've been doing for years, and she basically said that she thought I was too expensive. Because I went for, bear in mind, all she has, I wet it down and cut it, and dry cut, no blow dry, and it's fine. Her hair is fine for that. And I put it from 15 to 20 quid, and she basically said, she wasn't being really funny, but she said, since it's gone up, she thinks it's too expensive. And she's been having a look around, and she could get someone to come and do it for £10. And bearing in mind that her daughters are like mid-20s, early to mid-20s, with jobs and everything, because one daughter and the other daughter, they want theirs done too, you see, but I can't justify 60 quid for it when I can get it done for half of that. I was like, you're working hard, love. And I said, very professionally, so basically, well, I've had to put my prices up because of the COVID stuff. You know where I am if you change. I'm sorry to hear this. I've had to put it up because of all the COVID stuff, which I explained before anyway. And said, you know where I am if you change your mind. I don't even get mine done for a tenner. Exactly, tenner's nothing. I think it was a complete lie anyway. Nobody is going to do a haircut for a tenner. They're just not. And but yeah, I think she was like, oh well, if you do it cheaper for me, you get to do my 2 daughters as well. It's like, no. And I haven't heard from her since. But it's not reasonable, is it? Exactly. But the thing was, she only had it done probably about twice a year. Yeah, she was angling for a discount, definitely. And I just thought anyone that would come and do your hair for a tenner is not going to be very good at it. Yeah, it's like, because it did upset me at the time, because I liked her and I liked going there. You know, it was an easy one, especially if I did like 1 or 2 daughters as well. It's an easy appointment, and she's only up the road as well. And but I liked her as well. We always had a laugh and got on really well. She would have absolutely. But I liked her as well. I can get my hair cut for a £5, then again I'm going slightly bald. But it's in a barber's. Barbers are different. They do it in about 10 minutes as well. The only person that could do it for a tenner was not doing it as a job, because you couldn't make a living on that. No, exactly. Or they'd go in and do it in about 10 minutes and it wouldn't be very good. But yeah, I've had that quite a lot. This was years, and I'm talking 10 years ago. I put a notice in there's a post office probably about a mile away. I put a thing in their window advertising, and I had this. She wasn't like old, but she was definitely well into retirement, and she wanted a perm and a cut and blow dry. It's a unisex salon. They do manicures. Oh right, God, that's not bad, Mike. That is not bad. She wanted a perm and a cut and blow dry, and I thought, okay, I don't really do many perms. I haven't done one for years now. I thought, okay, that's fine. And this is when I first moved here, and I only charged about like 25 quid for a perm, and which is cheap considering they take about, I don't know, 2.5 hours, that kind of. I'm due when my hair's gone flat. Do it. And yeah, I went there, and this was back. I mean, what was I charging? I think I was going to charge like something like 37 quid for like a short half head perm to cut and blow dry, which is like crazy cheap. Yeah, exactly. It was crazy. This was like 10 years ago, and had no confidence to charge decent money. She thought that was so expensive. And but the thing was, she booked in. She booked in to have it done, and I was waiting for her phone call to cancel it, because normally she'd get her friend to do it, and they'd go in the chemist over the road and buy a perm for a £5, and her friend would do it for nothing. Yeah, but you have a spiral perm, Lou. That's always more, because it takes hours, doesn't it? And that's in salon as well, and they tend to be more. And you're in Suffolk, which is more expensive. But yeah, I was waiting for a phone call to cancel it, and I got it. I knew it. I was like, you normally have your friend. I mean, first of all, getting a friend to do a perm is like heartbreaking. But there was a reason why the friend couldn't do it, so she wanted like hairdresser to do it. I was like, I would pay £5 at least for an actual perm. What, am I going to do it for nothing? No. Bless her. So I never did that. But people are so different, though. Hope her hair turned out right mess. Oh, don't know what that was. But yeah, people are so different. It's like, I could say to someone, they want this done. Thanks, Lou. And it's like, oh, that's going to be however much. And they'll go, oh, is that all? And then another one will go, oh, it's a bit more than I wanted to spend. Like, people are so different. Makes me laugh. Because, like, some people, not a lot of people, but some people, you know, what I charge for, like, roots and a cut and blow dry, I spend nearly that getting my hair cut. And, but yeah, I don't know, people are funny, aren't they? They are funny. But then I go in a salon and I ask for someone quite senior to cut my hair. Not because I'm a snob, because I'm not, but because my hair is that straight, it needs to be cut really well. Otherwise it just looks really bad. I've been there before. Not there, but I've had people less experienced cut my hair and it just looks really bad. And the back looks really bad. So I always ask for someone a bit more senior now. And of course you pay a bit more for them, don't you? But yeah, people are funny though, aren't they? They have different opinions on things. It's like my mum was telling me that her friend goes in a salon and has, I'm not sure if she has highlights or an all over colour. I'm not sure. I haven't seen her for ages to have a proper look. I think it might be foil highlights. And she spends like well over £100 having, need a senior fringeologist on this one. I've cut my fringe. I've already done it. Yeah, she spends well over £100 having loads of highlights and a cut blow dry. And I went, oh right, not thinking anything of it because it's not that bad. My mum nearly had a cow when she heard how much it was. She's like, oh, I never spent that. I was like, well, no, because I'd never charge you over £100 to do your hair. But yeah, people are different, right? People are funny creatures. I find people quite fascinating. But some people like the whole salon experience though. I personally just want to go and get my hair cut. Which is why I go to that salon, because it's quite relaxed. Like there was one I used to go in and I just couldn't wait to get out. Didn't like it. Oops. There's nothing wrong with how they did my hair. I just didn't like the place. I felt just like another customer. But when you go in this place, you feel a bit more relaxed. The only thing I like about salons is the massage chair. Oh, I've not had a massage chair. They've just got chairs. They're not fancy at all, but I like that. But no, I hate having my hair washed. I hate it. But I always go for a wash, cut and blow dry because I want it done properly. Because with my hair being as straight as it is, you can't just cut it. It needs to be cut and blow dried. And it's not much cheaper anyway to not have a blow dry, so yeah, I hate having my hair washed. I hate having it blow dried. But I want to come out and look like I've had it done. So I can't win. That's why I don't go very often. Don't like it. But considering I don't really like the experience, this is the best one that I found. And it's okay. I can put up with it. I can bear it. No, I quite like the woman that does my hair actually. She's probably about the same sort of age as me. And we'll have a good natter. So I used to have the bloke. It's a married couple that owned the place. I used to have him do it. And he's very good, don't get me wrong. He's a very good hairdresser. But he didn't really talk to me. He kept talking to everyone else. And you know when you feel like you're intruding in someone else's in-joke? It's like, yeah, I don't really like you. And he's like 60 and a bloke. And, you know, we just had nothing in common. And I just didn't feel very comfortable. But he did my hair well, so I just, you know, he put up with it. And then one time I went there a couple of times ago. I got there and he wasn't very well. So they said, oh, it's all right if you have this one instead. So, yeah, I don't mind. Thinking, but I'm here now, you know. And actually, I prefer you. She's a very good hairdresser. But she talked to me, which was nice. But then last time I was there, me and her were chatting. I can't remember what we were talking about. Just chatting away. And then he come over, completely interrupted, to give her a nudge and have a bit of an in-joke with her. And didn't even acknowledge me. It's like, you're rude. Didn't like it. Didn't care for it. I actually thought it was really unprofessional, actually. So, yeah. Unless I go there and she's ill and I have to have him, I won't have him again. I did not care for him. I think that's all that he's done. Yeah. No, I didn't think that was very nice. But, no. Fair enough, they work together every day. Of course, they're going to have it in jokes. But you don't only have in jokes when you've got a customer in front of you. You just don't, do you? I thought it was quite rude. So I thought, no, I'm not having you again. I'll go with this other one. She's better anyway. But I hate the fakeness of some salons. I've worked in a fake salon. I think I lasted. I started there in the June, and then not in the next year, the following year. I left in the February or March. I lasted that long. That was the last time I worked in the salon. I left there in 2005. I think it actually scarred me a bit. I'm going to have to look for some way to get mine done soon. The colour's still there, but I'd really like it to be properly purple Christmas and have decent layers put in, because they weren't quite cut short enough last time. Oh. Would you not go back to where you went before? Be nice to have it purple though. Because I remember last time it was more pink, weren't it? Then you wanted it purple. Had them in. Oh no, you did not. Is that in Ipswich? That's what I used to work for. The one in Bury. Oh. Is that in Elm something or other? Or am I thinking the one in Norwich? Oh. That was who I used to work for. Did you ever meet the bloke that owned the salon? Did he own that one? No. Oh no, I don't think he did own that one. He owned the ones in Norwich. I went to Great Coleman Street. I went there for some training once. They, to be fair, the ones in Ipswich might have been alright. But I don't think I would. They did a great job, don't get me wrong, but the colour range sucked, and that was the only reason I wanted to go. I wanted proper Cadbury purple, but they didn't have that option. That's not great, is it? Oh, I haven't heard that John Oliver's for a long time. God. Oh, the memories. No, I'm sure I went to Great Coleman Street for some training. I can't remember what it was though. But yeah, actually, if I think about it, there was Partners that owned the whole chain. Good on her, good on her. No, there was Partners that owned the whole chain. And I think, I won't say the name, but there's another bloke that was the Ipswich, that side. And like the Suffolk. And then the one that owned the one in Bury, that isn't there anymore, he was Norwich, like, and Norfolk ones, I think. But I think there was like 3 or 4 Partners. But yeah, the Ipswich ones, to be fair, the Ipswich ones might have been alright. I didn't really have much to do with them. Just booked in for a perm next month, ready for Christmas, nice. Yeah, so the Ipswich ones might have been alright, but oh god. The memories, the nightmares. Oh god. To be fair, everywhere, all of them seem to be better than the one I worked in. Hated it. I haven't heard that name for a long time. I think I'm mentally scarred. I think it's done damage to me. Ugh. But then, to be fair, don't be silly. To be fair, one bad part of a business does not make the whole business bad. Oh, I don't know. I mean, they're obviously doing something right because they're successful, you know. But that was a long time ago. How long have I been there? It was March 2005. So that's 16 and a half years ago. Blimey. Should be over it by now. It's done me damage, man. I'm telling you. Seen some things, man. Ugh. The comedian was on Mock the Week several years ago. Oh, don't even start, Beeve. Don't even start. Because you won't win that one. She a baby. God, 16 and a half years, blimey. Time flies though, doesn't it? Like, it's always a weird one because it seems like a long time since I worked in a salon, but then 16 and a half years has just flown by. Shut up, Beeve, shut up. It's just flown by. It's weird when that, because it seems like a long time since you did it, but it's flown by as well. Quite weird. Can relate to that. Oh god, I hated the working in that salon. I hated the couple. Well, to be fair, he was a partner and she just thought she owned the place. And ugh, hated it. It was not a nice experience. But then, I've got to say, there is a positive. The manager, not the owner, the manager, I got on really well with him. And he is Vidal Sassoon trained, and he was really good at cutting hair, and I learned a lot from him. So there's that. There is a positive. He couldn't colour to save his life, but he didn't colour. He just did cutting, so that's how we got away with that, I suppose. It was actually quite funny because I tended to do all the colours and he tended to do all the cuts, and then a bit of in between. Like I remember one time I was off sick, and rather than cancel people, because obviously that would be his cuts gone, he said, "Oh yes, that's fine," because it was only just a root colour and it was just the same as last time, and just painting it on the roots, nothing, no highlights or anything like that, no deciding what to do. So he said, "Yeah, I can do that. That's fine." And I remember the next time she come in, and obviously I was back at work, and she's really quietly, she's like, "Next time you're off sick, can you just change my appointment?" I was like, "What? What's the matter?" And she said, "You did it okay, but God, it took forever." It's like, oh, it's nice to be wanted and appreciated. But yeah, like, I mean, I'd shove a root, if it's the same, I'd put that on in about 10-15 minutes. And he was there for like 40 minutes or something, putting this colour on. And it's like every little bit, like, it's like, oh, I just laughed. I was like, "Oh dear, was it all right though?" She said, "Oh yeah, it's fine. It's just, God, was it forever?" It's like, yeah, it's so easy, isn't it? But it made me laugh anyway, because he was very good at cutting. But he's quite arrogant about it as well. But he had the goods to back it up because he was very good. And but yeah, I was just like, yeah, you can't colour. This is what the Switch is for. Play some games and the time soon flies. Exactly. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious because it was just, I mean, I never said anything to him because why would you? But I was just like, yeah, you think you are the best. And it's like, yeah, you can't colour. You can't even do a basic colour where you don't even need to decide what colour to use. But, yeah. It's like, yeah, you ain't all that. Well, he was, to be fair, but cutting. But yeah, that's funny. I like that. It's nice to be wanted. To be fair, most of the customers were actually really nice. I just didn't fit in because it was a proper middle class salon. You can imagine how I fit in. Probably better than I would now. I remember, I've probably told this story before. I remember one time I was doing this. She was probably between 25 and 30, that sort of age. Proper posh, you know. And I remember it was in winter, and it was getting dark when I was doing her hair, and she was getting on my nerves, moaning about everything, picking about everything, and like and all this. And she was a proper like, oh, just go away sort of person. And I put loads of bleach foils in her hair, and I had to keep an eye on them because with bleach there's no set time, you have to keep an eye on them. And she'd been driving me mad. I mean, like, just not real digs at me, but just being ugh. And when I put it on, she said, "Oh, is it okay if I pop out for a cigarette?" I was like, "Oh, sorry, can't. I need to keep you in the warm. It's too cold outside. Your bleach won't do anything. So I do need to keep you in the warm." Which is like, yeah, technically it's true, but she could have popped out for a couple of minutes. But I was like, "No, you ain't. You've annoyed me all afternoon." It's like, oh, okay. And but I think she was the one actually. She'd come in and she'd got, I can't remember what they're called, but like proper horse riding trousers with like the baggy thighs. I don't know what they're called, and boots on that were caked in horse poo. And I was like, really? It's like, you're being snobby with me and you stink of horse poo? Really? And yeah, I was like, you know when you're gonna you know when you are going to have a good afternoon. It's like, no, you can't go outside. You've got to wait till you're done. And then like when I'd finished, and then Jodhpurs, yeah. When my manager, he cut her hair afterwards, and it was ages by the time she'd finished, and she practically ran outside and lit up. And I was like, love it. Don't be snooty with me, because for them couple of hours, I'm in control of you and your hair. And if I say you've got to sit, you've got to be inside in the warm, then that's where you'll sit, love. Loved it. Small victories. Honestly, it was terrible. I don't know what they are. I've never worn them. But it's like, how can you be snobby with me and think you're better than everyone else when you come in and you stink of horse poo? I mean, really? You can tell that, like, oh, Daddy has, on the estate. I'll go and see my multiple horses on Daddy's money. It's like, you've never done a day's work in your life. You just got the nerve to look down on people. It's like, yeah, where would you be with that rich daddy? Honestly. Stories I could tell you about that place. I don't think I'll ever work in a salon again. But then it wouldn't be a snobby one like that. But still, to this day, don't know why he gave me a job, because he hated me. He hated me. Probably still would. I think it's just because no one else applied, to be honest. They wanted a fresh out of college person that they could mould into a hairdresser. See how well that went. It was an experience anyway. Good fun. So that's my life story. Best thing I ever did was leave there and go mobile. I was just lucky that at the time, well, fortunate I suppose at the time, that I still lived at home and there wasn't the responsibility that there would be now. That was a very long time ago. But then I've had this conversation like having my hair cut in the past, not at this salon, but at the past, like people said, oh, I don't know, I couldn't go out on my own, and have the responsibility of like finding your own money, finding your own customers, and all that. So rather that. I would much rather. Yeah, I suppose people are different though, aren't they? I remember chatting to her about it. She's like, oh, just the responsibility of it. I think I'd really worry about it and all this. It's like, I'd hate to be employed now. I'd hate to have a boss. Even Gav said that. And like, some people love the 9-to-5 work style. No, not me. No. Like, even Gav said that. Like, if you'd asked him 5 years ago, who would have jumped at the chance to be employed? Job security and all that. Now, he actually prefers being self-employed. And I never thought I would ever see the day. But no, and the thing is as well, because I moved away, I didn't want to be in a position where I had to book time off to go and see my mum or have her here or something. So I just, couldn't be doing with that. And also the thing, like, Gav pretty much only has like about 4 weeks off a year anyway, so it's pretty much the same as what an employed person would get. But I want to be able to, if he decides last minute, like we brought our holiday forward a couple of weeks ago, that was last minute, and it's like, right, yeah, clean my diary, fine. I did do a bit of work while we were off. Because people would have had to wait. If they were due like at the start of the first week, making them wait another 2 weeks is a bit. No, another 3 weeks, because then we had 2 weeks off. Then my mum was here, so I did do some work, but just having freedom to, right, we're going to be off that week, or just being flexible. Just don't. Oh, I'd hate to be employed. It's been too long now. If I'd only been self-employed for a couple of years, it probably wouldn't bother me half as much, but it's too long. It's been far too long. I've been pleasing myself now. And I think the thing with my job, it's regular, isn't it? As long as you do a good job and people like you, it's going to be on the whole, every sort of 6-8 weeks. So once you got someone, you got them regular. Yeah, having had to cut holidays short because some prep couldn't schedule enough staff before, I really never want to go back to that. Nah. I think I just like being my own boss and just, being able to do what you want. But then within reason, I'm always flexible with people, but couldn't be doing with having a boss, being told what to do. I don't like being told what to do. Yeah, and I think the biggest thing is being able to pick and choose who and what I do. If I don't like someone, I can bin them. Which hasn't happened very often. I can probably count on one hand the amount of people I have binned in sort of 15 years. But you got the option. I think that's with Gav as well. He never does it, but in the back of his mind, he has got the option to walk away. But he's never done it. But having that backup. Oh, I put that in the wrong one. There you go. I'm still doing blue. Just doing different shades of blue. My boss doesn't often tell me what to do or check what I'm doing very often. That's good. So I think really I haven't had very good salon experience. Like, I did voluntary while I was at college, which is like a placement, and I didn't get on very well. I worked in a salon and I didn't get on very well. Maybe it's me. I don't know. What have they got in common? You, maybe. But I didn't get on very well. I don't think I don't fit in a salon. Just having the knowledge you can suck it off helps a lot to make you feel you don't need to. Yeah, exactly. It's having that get out of jail free card, isn't it? But yeah, I don't think I could have a boss again. It didn't help because when I worked in that salon, because my manager, he was all right, but because he only did cutting, I had to do all the colouring. So that's basic. I did do some cutting, but it was mainly colouring his clients. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. So I coloured his clients, so they were his clients. So he got to have an opinion on what colour I did. We sort of had to work together, which is fine because you have to make sure the cut and the colour go together. But he always had final say, and it's just like I either just did what they had last time, or we discussed it and he had final say over things. So I never had I didn't really have much of a say, but then he was much more experienced. He was like at least 10 years older he was about 15 years older than me. He had far more experience. But I never really had a say. And I think that's what put me off as well, because that's not normal. Normally, you would do the whole thing yourself and you would decide what colour would go with the cut, blah, blah, blah. But I never got that because I was basically doing his grunt work. And it's just like, yeah, it's not me. It's not for me. Yes, I get all the responsibility of doing it all right, but I'd rather that than always having to check with someone else. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do this. Is that all right? Yeah. So that. But yeah, that was the Biscoff salon. To be fair, a lot of salons are Biscoff salons. I think that's because no one wants to eat them, so they give them away for free in salons. But yeah, it's just wasn't the best experience. But then I was only like, how old was I? Like 19 when I started there? Was I? I think. Yeah, I'd been 9. What year would it have been? 2003. So yeah, I'd been 19, just turned 19 when I started there. And then I left about a month before my 21st birthday. So I was very young as well, fresh out of college. So just didn't have the life experience and the confidence when you're that age, do you? So, yeah. God, this stream's turning into a therapy session, isn't it? But no, I don't think it was a very typical experience in a salon, because you should be able to colour and cut, you should be able to colour and cut your own customers. You shouldn't have to colour for someone else to finish it. And that was only because he didn't do colouring, because he couldn't. And it's like, that's never right, is it? So, of course, the other thing I do like, you know me, I never have a strong opinion, and I never tell people how I'm feeling. The thing was as well, because in the salon you sell like shampoos and things, and you get a percentage. Because he was the one that finished it, he was the one that sold them all the products, so I never even got that. You know, when you look back, it's like, why did you put up with that? The pay was just dreadful. But then the pay's lower because you get commission on sales, but I was never getting any sales because I was never finishing them. Well, he wasn't there to teach, he was just there as a manager. But I just learnt a lot from watching him, and, you know. So he wasn't a teacher as such. But yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a very, but you are so good at it because you did all his best clients. Wow. Arms. But the thing is, I think because like a good 80% of my time I was doing colouring, and that's it, no cutting and blow drying. That's probably why I prefer cutting and blow drying now. Client napping. Oh, it's funny, when I left, I handed my notice in, and week's notice, and they, to be fair, he didn't really know what to do, so he phoned them up, and I had to leave right then instead of working my week's notice. Have I got a key for the salon, which I hadn't, and if you poach any of our clients, we'll see you in court. That was my big send-off. Nice people. Nice people. Funnily enough, I didn't take any customers with me. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. So, I know. Apparently, I found out afterwards it's fairly standard for you to not work your notice because you could tell people that you're leaving. So that's understandable, but it's the way they did it. And for whatever, I hadn't got the bus that morning. I don't know why. My mum had dropped me off. I don't know why. I can't remember, because I wasn't quite driving then. And she'd literally just dropped me off, and I phoned for her to come and get me, and she'd literally just walked in the door, and I was like, can you come and get me? It's like, why? She said, they've told me to leave now. Okay. And so I did a quick spin of like the back area, because I've got loads of my stuff there. To this day, they've still got one of my training heads in that salon. So you're not allowed to do them though. It's written into your contract for like a year or something. And but who reads a really thick contract? It's like a booklet. It weren't a bit of paper. But yeah, my mum come and got me, and yeah, I got all my stuff. What I could remember. I'd been stealing things for weeks anyway, like gloves and things like that. And you know, I went out to my mum, and I managed to hold it all together. And you know, when you see your mum, oh, don't worry, and just absolutely. And my mum went marching in there, and she tore him a new one. And she's like, my daughter's in bits out there because the way you people treated her. He was like, oh, sorry, do you want me to phone the owners? No, I don't. Just come out. I was like, what? Dreadful. It's like the best day when I heard that they had to sell the salon. It was just amazing. Someone else. There's another salon there now. I don't know anything about them. And but yeah, they're obviously doing a lot better. So yeah, dreadful people. But yeah, so had a last minute week off, because I'd got a job in a little Tesco's, like 5 minutes away from my house, and didn't start there until the following week. So I had a week off, and I bought a car, passed my driving test, and no, I think I'd already passed my driving test. I'm like, oh, I can't remember now. It was all at the same time anyway. And yeah, started mobile. Worked in Tesco's. Ended up staying there for 5 years until I moved and started again. Dreadful place. I think it is them that has put me off ever working in a salon ever again. Horrible people. Then drove to Birmingham. Do you know, I passed... let me think. I passed my test on I think it's like the 30th of January, 31st of January or something. So yeah, that was about a month before. And in that month, I passed my test, I bought a car, I handed my notice in, I started mobile, and as soon as I bought my car, that following weekend I drove all the way to Birmingham. And I'd only been in the car 2 or 3 times when Gav drove it. And yeah, no sat nav, following signs. And yeah, just went a bit crazy. It was I was so desperate to get out of that place that I just did all of that in like a month. It's a bit mental, really. When you think about it, it's a bit crazy. Proper thrown in at the deep end stuff. But sometimes you just got it. I was that desperate to get out of there. I waited until I passed my test and bought a car and then left. Sorted my Tesco job, obviously. But I only got that because my mum was transferring from the main store to that little one because it's closer to our house. And she put in a good word for me, so I got put on the top of the list. I know, Mike. 2005, though. Crazy. But yeah, my mum put a good word in for me. And then you just get put to the top of the list because a colleague has recommended you. And, yeah. Couldn't wait to get out of there. It was really weird because I'd worked in the main Tesco store while I was at sixth form of college, and it was alright. It was just a Saturday job, you know, while I was at college. And then it's like, yes, I can leave Tesco's, I can leave college, I'm going to go and work in a salon. And then it's like less than 2 years later, it's like, damn, I never thought I'd be putting this uniform on again. And then wearing it for 5 years. But I'd rather do that. Dreadful place. Dreadful people. No, there are actually road signs on the motorways. It's crazy, I know. But there are actually signs that you can follow to get somewhere. Madness. That seems like a lifetime, another life. It just, I suppose because it was a different place as well, different county. You know, just it feels like someone else's life almost. And I had a little Corsa. Was my first car. That poor little thing, trying to cope with motorway driving. Honestly, I remember at one point, if you put your foot down and then if you eased off too quick, I could hear the exhaust going dung 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 dung. It's like, oh God. It's all good fun. That was quite a nice little car though. If it weren't for the motorway driving, I think I probably would have kept that longer. And treated it nicely. You know, I probably wasn't that kind to it. It was a bit old. It didn't really want to be doing motorway driving. It was a bit of a shame for it. Hi Hoove! Courses are fine. Try it in a 1 litre Metro. You get to 60 and the engine begs you to just stop. Yeah, that sounded about right. How are you doing? Yeah, I think it was something like a 1.2 petrol, either a litre or 1.2, I can't remember. And then I've got a 1.4 Clio. That was a really nice nippy car. That was a nice car, but it had so many problems with it. I mean, it was all to do with drive shafts or something. Constant problems. And then in the end, the mechanic said, there was just problem after problem after problem. And he said he replaced all, I don't know how many drive shafts there are, but he'd replaced them all in the end with proper Renault ones because, and then he said, I think your gearbox is on the way out. And that was this ain't. I mean, I think I don't know, I paid about £3,000 for this car. And I'd spent that again on repairs in about a year. It was ridiculous. And so got rid of that. He did something just to keep it going so I could trade it in. And got my Peugeot 206 and had that for nearly 10 years. And the thing that made me laugh, I put a lot of miles on that Clio. Had it for about a year or so, maybe. Yeah, it must have been. And year, 18 months. I put a fair few miles on it. And they sold it for more than I paid for it. First car was a Citroen Saxo. Anytime I went over 50, the bodywork sounded like it wanted to fall off the chassis. I think it's just standard for your first car, isn't it? Not too bad. Just clean the bathroom, so figures it was Twitch and Xbox time. Definitely. Need a reward for all that work. And you decide to come here. That's not really a reward. But yeah, I love my Peugeot. Peugeot's 206, 2 litre diesel. Oh, it's a wicked car. They must have fixed it up proper. I don't know. Either fixed it up enough to be able to sell it. That was a heap of junk. That really was. I wish I'd never bought it. Dreadful. Just problem after problem after problem. And the thing was, I couldn't afford to keep fixing it. And I remember at one time, I was on the phone to Gab, because obviously we're just like boyfriend and girlfriend, not living together or anything then. And I remember being on the phone to him, absolute floods of tears, because they said I needed a new gearbox and it'd be about £2,000. I was like, I haven't got £2,000. And before I decided to, just fix it up to get rid, he was going to lend me the money and everything. It's like, yeah, but you haven't got £2,000. Well, he had got £2,000, but he didn't need to be lending it to me. And it was horrible. So that was a proper just cut your losses and get rid. And I actually borrowed the money off my brother to get my Peugeot. And best car. Sorry if you can hear me, but that was a better car. And had it for nearly like 10 years. Never broke down. Nothing. That Clio, the amount of times I had to be towed home. I'd be driving here and get about halfway and I had to be towed home from Kettering to Suffolk. It was like 80 miles. Ridiculous. It's like I was on my dad's RAC and I'd been driving for about 2 years and I'd claimed more times than he had in like, I don't know, 20, 30 years that he'd been on it. It was ridiculous. Absolute joke that car was. Then my Peugeot. Great car. I nearly cried when I got rid of that car to get this. To be fair, I do like my Leon. It is a very nice car to drive. It's just not as good as the Peugeot was. Yeah, it was ridiculous. And the funny thing is, going to look at that Clio was the only time I took someone that knew about cars with me. To be fair, he was a panel beater, but he knew about cars. You know, he was always tinkering and all that. And he looked it over and said, yeah, it looks all right. And to be fair, it would have. My next car was a brand new Citroen C3. That was a marginal improvement. The ashtray in the front was partially held in place with double-sided sticky tape and the glove box handle broke within a month. Top quality interior. Dude. Oh dear. But no, I had that Peugeot from, it was about October 2007, and I only remember that because they did the first MOT like a month early before I had it. Just before I had it, but it was a month early for its first one, and then I had that until May 17 when we got the Leon. The Rocket feels like a rocket. That is nippy compared to that Peugeot. And to be fair, that so far it's been a really good car. Trouble is, you can't change the CD players in them now, because Gav did it. Got I think it was a Sony CD player in the Peugeot and replaced the speakers. Oh, it was awesome. You could blast music out and it was wicked. That thing, you put the volume about 2/3 of the way up and it's rattling. Rude. But it is a nice car. I do like it. It just could be better. With, like you say, with top quality interior, put a bit more effort into the entertainment system, I suppose. And who puts a memory stick in it? Oh dear me. I wanted to put my iPod that I still had at the time. Did I? Oh, I can't remember anyway. But it's not great on the entertainment, but it's a good solid car. But yeah, I'd rather have a reliable, decent car, to be fair. And it is. It's very nice. Going a bit chilly. Going a bit goosey. A bit honky. Do the X's next, actually. Get them done. So you're liking the Citroens then, Mike? Simple French cars in general. My mum had a Peugeot 206 and the interior in that was just as bad. Well, I suppose because Gav replaced the CD player, that's the main bit, and the rest is just, yeah, because I bought that because based on Gav having the same 206, but 3 years older. Mine was a 54 plate and his was a Y Reg. So you're 3 years older. And he loved his car. It was a Peugeot 206. It was the burnt orange. It was the Gavmobile. And it was he'd had one car that he bought off his mate. But that was the first car, like a decent car that he bought. He paid, he saved up his money and he bought it. And that was the Gavmobile, and he was gutted to get rid of that. Love my mum's Ford B-Max because the back doors slide. My sister has the new Micra. I feel like I'm sat on the floor. But yeah, I bought my 206 based on Gav having a 206 and loving it. And it was exactly the same car, just 3 years behind and blue instead of orange. And yeah, he got rid of that because he wanted like a Fiesta, but it had no back seats and it was all like done out like a van. And he got that, and he kind of wished he hadn't. But yeah, he was gutted to get rid of the Gavmobile. That was his car. And I think it's been scrapped now because we looked up the reg and there's no information about it. But I think if he could, he would buy it back and just do it up. Mum had a 97 Vauxhall Vectra for a while. It had a Grande radio cassette in it. It was alright, but tape ain't CD. So at Mum's request, I replaced it with an Alpine, which vastly improved every aspect of the car. Stereo, yeah, exactly. It was a lot better. But now it's all inbuilt in the computer, so you can't do it now. What is this, X? But yeah, he would happily get the Gavmobile back, do it all up. Because it hadn't done a lot of miles either. It was about, when was it? It was Y-Reg. So 2001. He got rid of it in about, let me think, was it 2015? I think that sounds about right. So it's like 14 years old. It only got about 70,000 miles on it. But it was no good to him as a work car. Because that was the sort of time, he went self-employed, I think 2013. He lasted about 18 months using the car. But then he was picked up quite a lot. But it was no good for having your tools and that in. And you couldn't get any steps or anything in it. So that's why he went for a sort of car van, whatever you call them. But he regretted getting rid of the Gavmobile. I think if he could hear us talking now, he'd be going, oh, there's no can be replaced, but it's a bit of a ball ache in some ways behind the screen. Yeah, yeah. I know Gav tried to change the speakers in his van, and there was some reason why he couldn't do it. I don't know. I mean, he knows what he's doing with that sort of thing, but there was a reason why he couldn't do it. A bit of the van in the way or something. But yeah, it's just not worth the effort, is it? Excuse me. I'll just have to listen to my music at a reasonable volume. Which is quite rude when you get an absolute banger come on and you want to turn it up. It just sounds crackly. But yeah, so for several years we just had two 206s on the drive. A blue one was like a sort of dark royal blue. China blue, I think they called it. It was very dark blue, but it was all like, is it metallic? Almost a little bit sparkly. And an orange one. We matched. Not anymore though. Well, considering Gav parks in the garage anyway, but a red Leon and a black Berlingo van. Not matching anymore. He's actually thinking about whenever he gets rid of the van, going back to a car. Because it's so much more expensive having a van. Or a business vehicle. And I think you should get this. He was thinking about that actually, because like with tax, considering my car is 64 plate and his van is an 18 plate, my tax is 20 quid. His is about 275. like, what? What is that? Insurance is an extra, probably about 200 quid more than mine. It's like, they don't half sting ya. RAC, we can't, and it's the same with any. You can't. We used to have the two on the same policy. Can't do that anymore because mine's personal and his is business. So we've got to have our own policy. It's like, oh, it's just, they really sting you. We used to have a multi-car insurance policy. Can't do that anymore because it's business insurance. It really is not worth it. Even if you do get to claim back the mileage, it's still not really worth it. But then it's like anything, when you claim for something, you'll pay for it somewhere else, wouldn't you? It'd be quite nice to do a colour other than blue. This isn't quite as flat as I wanted it to be. It's poking up a bit. It's been sat on the kitchen table with books on it for a couple of weeks. Although, thinking about an estate, I don't think it'd fit it in the garage. It only just fits his van in there. Right, where are we up to with the letters? Do the L's, I think. I'm getting chilly. I'm going to have a quick look for a cardie. And actually, I'll put the screen on because I'm going to have a wee as well. I will be back in a couple of minutes. rude, but what? What's going on? I deleted a command and it's become disconnected. That's rude. It's totally disconnected itself just because I deleted a command. It should be right now. It is very rude. I can't think of a command. There was one for a quiz. There you go. Couldn't think of another one. That's annoying. Commands have we got? Oh, don't get lost of kill. Discord. Door. Music. Quiz. Shout out. Twitter. And wish list. Although, let's not open that can of worms again. Oh, at least it's working now. Yeah, feel free to change it. Can you hear the music, by the way? I suppose you can. Feel free to change it. I couldn't find a cardie that I like the look of. So, went with the dressing gown. A bit chilly. Trouble is, I didn't bother putting the heating on because first of all that radio doesn't actually work very well, and also 2/3 of it is covered up with a bed, so yeah, love my dressing gown. I've had to roll my sleeves up because it will get stuck. Metal, now you're talking. Right, so this will be on to at least 1/4 past. Where am I? Soft rock. Right, you ready? Let me know on the volume. Have one on all morning. Nice. You got it though, ain't you? There's Rude Bart with the want to see more of us. How is the volume? Is it too loud? It looks fairly loud, but volume's okay, cool. I couldn't tell you what it sounds like. But yeah, my arms are still a bit chilly, but they'll get stuck on there, so can't win. Right, L's, that's what I was going to do. Want to see more of us? Join our OnlyFans. No. I take it you approve of it, Mike? I can't remember it at all. But I went through them all and only chose ones that I liked, so. So if anyone else wants to change the music, we'll have this one on until 1/4 past. For, you know, keep it on for at least 10 minutes. It's not fair otherwise. And then we can change it if you would like. Or we just have metal all day. Makes no odds to me. I can't hear it. So what's everyone up to the rest of the day? There must be something exciting going on. I'm going to colour my hair this afternoon. So my roots are horrendous. I haven't done it for ages. Probably getting on like 2 inches long, which is crazy long for me. Just can't be bothered to do it. You know, when the whole lockdown thing, it's like, I was the same with when I'm talking about like tidying the house. It's like, who's going to see it? Who cares? I'm like that with my hair. But I thought, no, I need a cut. It's driving me crazy, so I'll colour it today. That's my afternoon. It's one of them. I can't be bothered to do it, but I'll be really glad that I made the effort. Be one of them. Don't need lockdown for that. I think I'm still on lockdown, really. Like, my brain is still in lockdown, almost. I was having this conversation with my mum because she was telling me about something one of her friends is organising. I didn't really know what she was going on about, but she didn't really know what it was about. Something about, like, they're going to put 4 QR codes around the estate and then they're going to end up at the school or something. So what, is it just trying to get people out walking or something? She's like, I don't know. So, okay. But then she was saying, I don't really want to be around all them people anyway. You think, it's outdoors. It's not going to be that many. But, yeah, we're kind of half on lockdown still. Because you want to go out and do things, but it's still a bit, isn't it? It's a bit weird. It's weird times, isn't it? But yeah, part of me does still feel like we're kind of on lockdown, which is a bit weird, but I think a lot of people feel like that though, don't they? I might nip out somewhere tomorrow. It might actually be Asda, which is so unlike me. But I really want one of their counter pizzas for my tea. Because, like Tesco, obviously having a Tesco delivery as well, they don't do, like, counter pizzas. But they're really nice. They're surprisingly nice, actually. So I might go and get one of them. Because I've nearly run out of eggs. Because I didn't order enough. And we've ate quite a few. Because I thought we were going out for Toby breakfast on Saturday. But then we didn't. And we just ate more than I thought we were going to. So I need to get some. Because I have eggs most mornings. The make your own one. Well, normally I'll just go and get one that they've made. But yeah, that counter where you can choose your own. But normally I'll just go, oh, that one looks nice. Because I can't be bothered to get them to make it. But I do like the Meat Feast ones. So yeah, probably just get one of them. And get some eggs. This is how exciting my life is. I'm talking about having to go and get some more eggs. So it's just such an exciting time. Yeah, so oops, I might go there tomorrow. They do a nice leg of lamb there when you can get it. I haven't been able to get it last time. Last 2 times I've been there, I think. I haven't had any. It's nice meat and it's a lot cheaper than Tesco's. So every now and then I'll go there. Because if I'm going to spend that sort of money on a joint of meat, I want to look at it. Because they'll just pick up the closest one, won't they? And some of them are quite fatty. So I always look for a nice looking one. And yeah, might have a look for that. Don't know. Nothing very exciting this week. Apart from dotting. Obvs. But not a lot going on. So I've only got one haircut to do this week. Proper quiet. Because I've been... Well, everyone's due. Anyway, probably not next week. Like the 2 weeks after that, I'll be doing quite a lot. As they still haven't quite spread out from when we went back. When was it? April. And did like everyone in a week. And then of course they're all due at pretty much the same time. But they are spreading out a bit, but they're not back to like a few every week. But yeah, not a lot going on this week. So I might have a very exciting trip to Asda. Have a look around the clothes. Although me and Mum had a look around the clothes a couple of weeks ago and there was nothing. So I probably won't. Have a look around the Christmassy bits maybe. Yeah, nothing over exciting going on. But then, it's not necessarily a bad thing. We have just been on holiday for 2 weeks, so, you know, getting back to normal is quite boring compared, isn't it? It's a holiday. Well, to be fair, it wasn't a holiday. It was just 2 weeks off work. Rather than a holiday. We didn't go away. We just had a few days out. Well, no, trips out rather than days out. And yeah, so it wasn't, I say holiday. It wasn't a holiday because we didn't go away. But 2 weeks off. I say 2 weeks off. I was still working a bit of it, but not that much. Gav was off for 2 weeks. He needed it. He was done in. Absolutely done. Seems like an eternity ago already. I think this is only the 3rd week back because we had 2 weeks off and then Mum was here for a week and then it was last week and then this week. So yeah, 3rd week back. It is an eternity, I know. Feels like it and all. That's the trouble. I mean, obviously everyone likes having time off, but as soon as you go back, it's like a couple of days in, it's like you've never been away, isn't it? Soon get back to normal. Picking up now. I think that'll be us till Christmas now. I can't see Gav having any more time off. Well, that is the thing with being self-employed. You have time off and you don't get paid. Mine's different because if I want time off, I'll just do people a week early or a week late. So I still do the same amount of work. So I get the same amount of money, but obviously if Gav's off, you don't get paid. Still need time off though, don't you? Oh, look at all these J's. Beautiful. The best letter. some more gunk. Whoops, I don't think that actually picked it up. No, it left it in there. There we go. Ta-ta. Still 7 days to take and carry over 5 if need though. Make sure you have them other 2 then. Blimey. Have you got any times in mind when you might have it? That was not a brilliant sentence, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I think that would definitely be us. Gav normally has sort of 2 weeks off over Christmas, so I'll probably try and do the same. I'm finding now that, like before, people would want their hair done Christmas week, like have it done for Christmas, but now people are more, yeah, I'll have it done like mid-December or whatever, just as long as it's sort of tidy for Christmas. They seem to want it a bit before, which is fine by me because I'm hoping to break up on, I think it's the 17th. No, yeah, it usually takes through over Christmas. Right. Don't blame you. Get a proper break then, don't you? Yeah, I'm hoping to break up on the Friday the 17th. And it's looking like I might. Obviously, I'm not going to say no to working Christmas week. But I always say to people, I try and like book people in as early as possible in the week so I can break up earlier. But so far, no one's actually asked specifically for Christmas week. So, might be able to break up early, which would be nice. Because I can't see Gav working up until Christmas Eve. He'll probably be breaking up on that Friday. It's normally like around 20th, 22nd, that sort of time. But because it's Christmas is Saturday, isn't it? So it's either Friday the 17th or Christmas Eve. So it's right in the middle. So I think it probably will be the 17th. And then have sort of 2. So and if Christmas Day is Saturday, New Year's Day is Saturday, so it'll probably be like the Monday the 3rd he'll go back. So yeah, 2 weeks off. Which will be quite nice. It's mad to be talking about Christmas already though, isn't it? But then to be fair with my job, I get to sort of probably about a month ago now. And you've got to start thinking about it because like I think it's normally about sort of 15, 16 weeks before Christmas. And I'll say, right, do you want to stretch it and have it done twice before Christmas? Or do you want to have it done sooner and have it done 3 times? You get to that point and people start working back from their Christmas appointments. But then one of the ones that normally has a Christmas week appointment, she's got a do of some kind. I think she said 9, 10, 11, 12, about the 13th-ish. And she can only have it done on a Thursday. That's her short day. So, yeah, I'm doing her on, I think it's the 9th. And normally she would have it done for Christmas. But she wants it doing for this do. So, and she's a big colour appointment as well. So that's good. I've been there, done that with the whole, oh, we have Christmas Day, Boxing Day, then have a day off in lieu, and then have this, and then you've got to come in for a day. Oh, God. Can't be doing with it. I never did really understand the whole holiday thing. It's like, well, you can work your bank holiday and get another day off somewhere else, or you can have a day off but you've got to take it as holiday, or just tell me if I've got to work or not, for goodness sake. Can't be doing with it. Far too complicated. I mean, I get it, but just life is much simpler being self-employed. You can say, I'm working then, or I'm not working then. Life is much simpler. Blimey, it's near 1:30 already. This is taking me a long time to get this finished. I think I keep stopping to talk. Out of practice with dotting. No, I'm getting hungry. Although I have warmed up nicely in my dressing gown, which is nice. Today's flying by. I'll have to finish this bit. Well, this section, I mean. And as for lunch, I've got to do Gav's invoices. Although they won't take that long, because he's only been in one place. Is he? No, 2 places, I think. Get my hair done. That'll be the day gone. Dinner time before you know it. You must be having lots of fun. I think I'm proper out of practice with this. This seems to be taking ages. Although I've been ranting and like spilling my guts, so I'll probably keep stopping. It has been kind of like a therapy session. It's nice to be back dotting though. Tell me as your therapist you'd ask for your money back. We'd be like, oh, do shut up. I wouldn't be a very good therapist, I don't think. I don't think I'd have enough patience. I'd be like, well, go on then. Kind of. As much as I wouldn't want to be mean. Ploppy Raid! Oh, a Nikki Raid, sorry, not a Ploppy Raid. Hi Neil, how you doing? Hi Oggy. Hi Lucy, Ploppy Raid, I've been on by... It's fine. I said Ploppy Raid, but apparently it's the Nikki Raid. Just wait for Nick to say that. He's probably watching an advert, isn't he? It's really difficult to do a raid now, isn't it? How are you guys doing? Has there been much ploppiness? I don't know what to call it. I don't care enough about it. Fair enough. Well, you joined in with the raid and you said something that wasn't mean. You know, it's alright, isn't it? How are you guys? Hello, Mr. Pluffy. How are you? Thank you very much for the raid. How was your stream? I was talking to myself in my own chat again. Why? Why not? Why would I say anything mean to you? No, not mean to me. Just mean in general. Because, you know, you keep trying to prove that you're like a grumpy old man. You don't like being called lovely. Don't start. Dottington is good. He's good. It's going well. It is going well. Have you had a good stream, Nick? Was it Graveyard Keeper? Did I see? Was there lots of blah, 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 blah. He's a soft, squishy teddy bear, really. I know. Miserable kid. You're never rude to anyone. You're such a nice person. It's been nice and confused. Yes. Okay. Have a nice lunch, Neil. Thanks for popping in. Stay lovely. Did you get many things done in your keeping of graves? Neil is the best. He's definitely the loveliest. Keep trying to prove that he's not, but no one believes him, do they? Trying to teach Nikki the way of the list. Oh, did I miss a list type? I do love a list. I think, actually, close your ears, Lou. I think I prefer lists to spreadsheets. Sorry. I do love Neil because he does. I do love Neil because he does on this day. I do love Neil because he does on this day, which I still need to buy. What? No, you lost me, Beeve. I think there's a word missing somewhere. Clues involved, there's always list height. That is true. I do like a list. I can appreciate a spreadsheet. I can. But I do like a list. No, they're not, Mike. They're not. They're different. They're different. They have different purposes. I appreciate a spreadsheet very much. But I would always go for a list, I think. Do appreciate a spreadsheet though. I'd never really done one till a couple of years ago when I did our tax forms, and Lou was like, do a spreadsheet. I thought, oh, I know. He's like, actually, this is loads better. On This Day is booked by Dan Snow, and it's a Channel Point redemption with Neil Streers. Oh, okay, I gotcha. That makes sense now. I gotcha. Yeah, I do like a list. I like ticking things off a list. It is much fun and very satisfying. So I take it you're off work today then, Nick? It's very unusual for a ploppy stream. Unusual time, I should say. A time for an unusual stream. Something. Some combination of those words. I think I've done all theirs. Can't see anymore. Yep, this is my birthday present to myself, a day after stream Graveyard Keeper. Why not? Oh, why not? Go a bit cross-eyed when staring at a spreadsheet for too long, yeah. Can appreciate them though. So what are you doing for the rest of your day off? Because, you know, we're only halfway through. Oh, that didn't want to go in there. Well, Graveyard Keeper lunch break, innit? Ah, fair enough. Anyone want a cuppa? I've bought you one in this kitchen. Go on then, don't mind if I do. I'll be very disappointed if I don't actually get a cuppa sat there in about 5 minutes. So, I better get in the car, dude. I'm finding that these dots are taking a very long time. I think I'm out of practice. Oh, choc cutlet. Yes, please. You cannot ban anybody, Lou, for liking weird things. I forgot what letter I'm doing. Oh. Yeah, this seems to be taking a long time. I think I'm really out of practice with it. And because, like, this turned into kind of a therapy session, like, about my old job and things. Yeah, I think I keep stopping to talk. We'll have to fetch the stream tomorrow. It's no good, mate. No good. My dots are here. Yeah, I keep stopping to talk. I think that's what, because I've been on 2 hours and 40 minutes. And, well, probably... Oh, I don't know, I probably am quite getting on for 3/4 done, actually, thinking about it, so it's not too bad. I'm getting quite hungry. I want my lunch. I don't know what to have, but I want it. Don't stop that junk. Coffee, milk, 2 sugars. Don't like coffee. Bleh. I've already had 2 cups of tea today. I'm okay for a bit. What are you having for lunch then, Nick? I hope it involves cake. Super noodles. I still haven't. I'm going to order some super noodles. Junk, how dare you say that? How dare you? He's junk, though, Mike. And you could only be worse by dunking a Biscoff in it. 12 scoops of coffee. I only drink tea and coffee when around other people's houses or it's 3 a.m. I do have some cake and some fancy brownies. Very nice. What's sounds like a good lunch to me. I think I will order some super noodles. I haven't had any for years. I like just the normal chicken ones. They're like nuclear yellow, and I do like them. Hash brownies. I like hash brown, but I think it's different. Yeah. Been too much crap over the weekend. Not sure my tummy can handle exciting food today. Yeah. We ate quite badly over the weekend, really, but sometimes you just got to, haven't you? Especially when it's your birthday. You can't have a birthday without cake. Or, you know, some treat. If you're not into cake. Which, crazy. But it happens. Oh, drop one. That was much effort. I've had week-old chili. Good luck. So many treats, so much heartburn at 2 a.m. Cake wrapped in bacon. That's a new one. That's a weird one. I mean, I'd give it a go. If that's the case, Joe, still celebrate my birthday a month ago. Well, yeah. Like, yeah, I need a treat. Oh, it's Wednesday. I need a treat. What one's this? I forgot. Z. Yeah, it's Monday. I need cheering up. Oh, it's Wednesday. We're getting towards the weekend. I'll celebrate. Oh, it's Friday. We deserve a treat. It's the weekend. Exactly. Any excuse. That's the only trouble with too many treats, though, isn't it? It's heartburn. It's like having a treat with a Rennie chaser in it. Looking forward to Friday. Who? What's Friday? What have I missed? I probably haven't missed it. I probably just forgot. What is Friday? You know I need to know all the things. Mrs. C went to a family thing in Bradford yesterday and came back with like 50 samosas and loads of sweet treats. Nice. Very nice too. It's what you want. Do you like a samosa? I'm always a bit suspicious of them because peppers. 4's a 5. That's a game, mate. Oh, it's Dubai. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm always a bit suspicious of whether I can eat things like samosas. My stupid belly. Which is stupid. But I do like it. Sometimes get the chicken tikka samosas, they sound nice. And the nights I should be lost to Xbox. This is just potato and pea ones really tasty. They sound nice. Get your words out. To be fair, with things like samosas, it doesn't really matter if they've not got meat in, does it? Because even the meaty ones don't have a lot of meat in. There's loads of other stuff in there. So vegetarian samosas are probably just as nice as meaty ones, aren't they, really? talking of like pastry things, I think I'm going to have the most cap dinner ever. I've got like a little quiche, and I don't know if I'm going to have a baked potato or make some chips, don't know yet. And I've got half a thing of coleslaw to have, and I may, just because it's so cap, I think I'm going to have some mushrooms with it as well, because I've got it. Let me think. Yeah, because I'll put the quiche in the oven, so I might do some like little breaded mushrooms or something as well to put in the oven. And thinking about it, that is the most cap dinner. I think the only way I could top it is if I had a fried egg with it, but that's a bit weird. So yeah, thinking about it, it's the most cap dinner ever. Don't you approve? No, I haven't had a little quiche for ages. I thought, oh yeah, I fancied that. Can't see what that. Oh, it's a yummy one. See, Lou would eat all that. Garlic mushrooms. It would not let me say filth over and over. Really? We've got no, what's the word? Like, there's no words. Oh, man. There shouldn't be any, like, limits on what you can say. That must just be a Twitch thing. Moderation. Lou would eat that. Is not the best endorsement though, is it? Well, no, not really, but Trude, Lou, it is Trude, come on. Moderation, yeah, it's on 0, so there's nothing that we've added on there, I don't think, so that must just be like a standard thing. Yeah, but Lou, think about it, it's Nick saying it about food, you can't take it as an insult. Just came back from popping my food on. I'm actually having curry for lunch. Nice. Very nice too. See, you know. Yeah, so that's what I'm having tonight. See, I'm very organised today. Although my plan is going a little bit out the window because these dots is taking so much longer than I thought it was going to. But it's nice though. It's nice to have a chill and have a natter. I do like a natter. In case you hadn't noticed. So when are you starting Graveyard Keeper again then, Nick? Or just when you feel like it? You just burnt your super noodles. Dude. Oh no, the ones you put a bit of water on and put them in the microwave. Dude. You really don't win dinners, dear. I mean, burnt super noodles for lunch. You don't have a microwave. Why don't you have a microwave? Oh, dude. Oh, we need to take a moment. A moment of respect for Nick. Like, dude. Don't have space for one. Dude. We're having a light snack that will consist of a load of pigs in blankets. I'm not sure I'd put ketchup on them, but that wouldn't put me off eating them. Not had one in 11 years. To be fair, I only use the microwave for heating things up. Yeah. Actually, I chucked my scrambled eggs in there. I know Dado's going to be going, oh. Cap. What do I use it? Yeah, heating up like beans and things. I do chuck my scrambled eggs in there because I can't be bothered to do the hob. Use the hob? Do it on the hob, one of the two. Mum started on microwave years ago. First thing I did after I was buy another. Oh, nice crafty. Yeah, to be fair, our microwave is just a microwave. It hasn't got like a oven thing in it or a defrost or anything like that. It is literally just a basic heating beans up. Defrosting bread. See, I'll even put it in the toaster on the defrost setting, and then if I just want it to bread, I'll turn it down to the lowest and then put it on the defrost one, or put it to the normal and then have it as toast. Making tea, that was once, and I've never done it again. Next time I would make the effort. And yeah, I did it once, Crafty, because the kettle died. It made sense to me, but it didn't turn out well. I do occasionally reheat tea if I've forgotten about it, because I can't bring myself to throw it away. Bread in a Ziploc sandwich bag, defrost quickly on the counter. Oh, I didn't know that. In a curry, run water over the bag. I didn't know that about bread. Or just get the loaf out of the freezer. Yeah, I don't use it for a lot. But I don't think I could cope without one though. I don't think I've ever done super noodles on the hob. I don't eat enough bread not to freeze it. Fair enough. Rice time. Or just don't freeze the bread. No, freeze him either. Poor Nick, he does get some abuse. I mean, from me, I know, but you know. I must admit, I think it was last week, I was taking pieces of bread out of the freezer as I wanted them. But then I tend to have toast. Boil water on the hob if my kettle is gone. Yeah, I will another time, or I'll just get dressed and go and buy a new kettle. I forgot what I was saying now. Don't know. Yeah, I did. I mainly have toast though, and then I have a pack of wraps that are in the bread bin. I was thinking about getting a freezer in the conservatory. Yeah, I mean, we've got a big fridge freezer, but I do quite often find that there's not... Well, there is enough room, but then you think, oh, well, I can't get that because I haven't got room for it. So, yeah. But I do find that them wraps, they'll last all week, because I've made 2 for Gav yesterday to eat today. So I think there's 6 left, so I'll probably eat most of them this week. And then I have toast for breakfast, so I can just put that straight in the toaster anyway. What's in my fridge freezer? So thinking about getting a second freezer. Yeah. We have a chest freezer in the garage, we call it the bread freezer. You don't know, dear. Yeah, I must admit I have thought about getting another freezer from the garage or something. But then the spiders will eat all the food. They're taking over again. You can't keep them away. Yeah, I bet you do, Nick. Have you managed to save the super noodles? Are they really bad? They'll find some are stuck to the pan. Oh, that's not too bad then. What flavour did you say they are? I bet there's loads more flavours now than when I last bought them. It's been literally, I don't think, I've probably had them like once or twice since I moved out. Southern fried chicken, very nice. It was a similar mind to you, Nick, till panic buying and pandemics. Yeah. Spiders get into the seal freezer and survive the cold. They're doing well. True. Oh, I'll have to try that one. I'm sure they'll be on a 5 for something offer or something like that. So I'll get a few different ones. I think did I have a curry one? I might have had curry, mild curry one, something. Possibly. Can't remember. That might have been a pot noodle I'm thinking of. I ain't had them for years. I proper went off them. Super noodles are loads better than pot noodles though, aren't they? Some chicken deep fat fry came out really nice. Just need to alter the cooking temperature as they browned a bit too quick. Nice. Love chicken. We had it twice this weekend. We had GFC wings on Friday, and then I'd got some chicken breast that I hadn't frozen. And I said, should we have chicken burgers? Yeah, go on then. I was going to griddle it, but there's like, yeah, fried chicken. So fried chicken burgers. Very nice. Need to put them in the wrong bag. Going insane. Going mental. Yeah, they're all the same. Madness. Right, where are we up to? It's an S, yeah. Not many left, just that little bit to go, really. Not many. And I will go and have some lunch. Have a wrap. I did some tuna wraps last week. They were quite nice. Tuna mayo and what should I put in it? Some cucumber, cherry tomatoes and gherkins, I think. It's nice. A bit different because I was having like cheese ham and salad every time, so I wanted to have something different. It was nice. It was rather agreeable. It was good. It was a bit different. I tend to chuck anything in. I don't go by like, oh, that would be a bit weird. I couldn't care less. Just chuck it in. And gherkins actually went really well with it. A bit of sort of sour. Nice. A bit different. Just get sick of the same things. I think we've got a fair bit of ham that needs eating in the next sort of day or two. So probably use some of that up. I think it's turkey I think we've got. Definitely getting there now. Need to get in the swing of it again. I'll have to have a look on the board when I finish that coffee one. It's got to be several weeks ago now. It's been a while. I've been playing Geralt for a few weeks, haven't I? But then I suppose we were on holiday and we didn't stream that much. I certainly didn't do dots or anything. It was a long time. But then, nice to have a bit of variety. I was thinking actually I might do dotting this week, and then Gav's at football on Saturday, so I might do, if no one else is on obviously, I might do some witchering Saturday afternoon. So ahead, and I've got walking stand to go to Boots as they're not answering the phone. How dare they? I've only got a tiny bit to do, so I probably won't be on, but thank you for coming. It's nice to have a little chatty and have fun in Boots, as you know, as you do. But thank you very much. I mean, I'm sure I'll speak to you like in half an hour on Discord or something. Never stay away from it for long, can we? But now I've only got like that little bit, so I'll probably be finished soon anyway. It's really started to hurt my wrist actually. I think I'm holding it funny. Oh, I see. I'll pop over. I'll raid you in a minute, Nick. But thank you for the raid. And yeah, I will speak to you in probably about 10 minutes. I'll pop over. Speaking of which, I've just started watching it again. What do you mean, watching the programme or watching someone play Witcher? Because yeah, series 2's coming out at some point, isn't it? Obviously. We said we're going to watch series 1 again before watching series 2, because I can't really remember it at all, really. Watched it on Netflix. Nice. Yeah, we've got to watch that again. I can't watch series 2 without rewatching that, because I cannot remember what happened. I mean, we've only watched it once anyway, but I can't remember it at all. But I remember enjoying it. I just, you know, you remember the basics, but can't really remember what happened. Now, and I might have made a bit too much rice, like half a pan too much. What a shame. I mean, I don't know how you're going to cope. Only got to about episode 4. I want to try and get through it. Yeah, it is good. I remember that it was really good, but I can't really remember it. Oi, yeah. Them about. Yeah, I do remember really enjoying it. But I am very much enjoying playing it because I've been on at Gav for ages trying to get him to play again on stream, but he's just not. He's like, I've done it. And he's just, he thinks it's a brilliant game, but he's completed it at least twice. And he's just been, nah, it's such a long game. You know you're going to be playing it for weeks and weeks and weeks. And he just weren't really feeling it. And I was like, do you reckon that if I put it on easy, I'd be able to do it? So, yeah, why not? It's like, because I'm not very good at games. And, I'm really glad I did, actually, because I didn't think I'd be able to. Because Gav only plays it on normal. But no, I'm really enjoying it. Really, really glad that I started playing it. Because it's totally different from what I normally stream, isn't it? I mean, it's like the polar opposite of what I'm doing today. But I like that. It's a bit variety, isn't it? 2 of them and 1 you. And I'm actually pleasantly surprised at how, I wouldn't say it's easy, but I'm coping with it absolutely fine. And not embarrassing myself and not constantly dying. The only time I die is when I fight something I have no business fighting. Which is my fault then. It's good though. It's a brilliant game though, isn't it? There's only one thing that lets down the Witcher game. It's not Gwent. It's not Gwent. I will not hear it. It makes the game. Well, no, it doesn't make it. It adds to it. It's an exceptional game. Do you know the main reason that I love Gwent is because I'm good at it. If I wasn't very good at it, I'd be the same. Like, nah, I can't be bothered to collect all them cards. It's because I'm good at it. I like it. But I really am enjoying it. It's nice to, if as I play a proper game, you know what I mean. Basically a game where you have to use both sticks on the controller. Because I never play things like that because I'm just not very good at them. And it's normally Gav that controls them, and you know, it is nice to play a game that I can actually do. And it's a huge game. I mean, I'm about 45 hours in and I've only just got to Novigrad, for goodness sake. And there's tons left to do on the main story. And you've got 2 DLCs as well. I'll probably be on it for like 2 years or something. And that's not actually an exaggeration, especially if I'm doing like crafts and that in between. It probably will actually be years before I finish it. Novigrad. Very posh. But it's nice because we haven't played it for so long. Obviously I know the main story, and some of the bigger quests I know what's going to happen, but there's so many smaller quests that I will have forgotten. But I think because I'm controlling it myself, it is almost like a new game as well. I like it. It's nice to have variety though, isn't it? Yeah, I might do that Saturday. Alright, we've got 2 more bags left to do, chaps. 2 more bags. N's and O's. The Novigrad. I think I can make Novigrad out of the letters that are here. N-O-V-I-G-R-A-D. Yeah, can. To use a Gwent hype. Exactly. Exactly. Love it. Love it. Ooh, that's a nice purple. Crafty, you'd like this colour. Don't know if you'll be able to see it that well. Oh, blurry. Come on. Doesn't want to know. Really doesn't want to know. Go close. Will that do it? There you go. Oh, that looks grey. It's a really nice, like, dark plummy colour. It's a very crafty colour. The N. It's very pretty. Now I've got I don't know how much witchering I'm going to do like next month, because I've got several Christmassy things to do next month mixed in with working as well, so I'm not going to be streaming like every day next month. And I have got several Christmassy things to do, because obviously there's this, but this will be done by then, and I've got probably won't do them all. Oh, thank you for the follow. I probably won't get them all done, but I've got 3 Christmassy jigsaws. 3 Christmassy jigsaws to do. Christmassy Lego to do. There's something else. What was it? Oh, it might have been this I was thinking of. Put Christmas hat on Geralt. If you can do that, then yeah, as if I could do something like that. Really. I'm sure you could. I will be putting a Christmas hat on the goose. I was thinking about doing some tree decorations out of hammer beads or something. But I need to practice ironing more. I'm not brilliant at ironing. It's because I never iron any clothes, probably. But I'm not great at ironing. And I've learnt of a different way to do it. Rather than just having the board and then putting the paper on and ironing it, you put masking tape on it, turn it over, and then put paper on it and then iron it. So you don't warp your boards, and it obviously the masking tape sticks it all together, so it's supposed to reduce accidents. We all remember the cow incident. So I want to try that, see how I go with that. But then I suppose I could just practice on Christmas decks, couldn't I? Hi Muir! I'm a little bit festive. I'm doing the tree today, but I'm not overdoing it because some people can't handle Christmas yet. So it's Christmas prep month. But how are you, Muir? It's nice to see you. Well, see your words on my phone. So I've got a few things next month, so I might have to do a mixture of this and witchering this month, because I'm not going to be doing that much witchering next month. Good. You've timed it well, because I've just finished this section. But yeah, so that's the plan. I wanted to get this done, because this will take probably, unless I go crazy and do a double session, which I probably won't, because it'll be like 6 hours. There's 8 streams or 7 more streams. So I want to get this done and framed for the 1st of December, and then so I'll probably do a mixture of this and witchering this month, and then all Christmassy things next month, probably with a bit of witchering, because I'll miss it if I don't do it. Yeah, sorry Muir, I've literally just finished that section. Great timing. I was waiting for Christmas decorations till after my partner's birthday. When's that then? See, I haven't got any birthdays around Christmas, so it's like 1st of December, trees up. 8th of December, fair enough. I always feel sorry for the people that have their birthdays around Christmas. One of my friends, she's got 2 daughters. One's the 30th of November, the other one is the 1st of December. Excuse me. So she waits until the weekend after or something to put theirs up. Why has my camera gone wonky? That is straight. Why has that gone 1K? There you go. Better. Right. There you go. Well, I've got a wonky camera. Oh, it's auto-focusing as well. What's that about? Not very good light in here, to be fair. But yeah, so that's the plan. I will probably be back on again tomorrow doing more dotting at some point. So I've not really got anything planned tomorrow, so I'll probably... That still looks wonky. Am I going mental? Not too bad. Autofocus is a pain in the butt. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, I'll probably be on tomorrow at some point. I'm not sure when yet. So much wonk. I know. What's that about? Yeah, I'll probably carry on with this tomorrow. I'll probably do this week. Try and get half of it done. And then do some witchering on Saturday. Because I'll miss him if I don't. I'll start again with the camera, just throw it away and buy another one. Because I know you don't mean my ducks. Let me move those a little bit out of the way. There's really not enough room on this desk for all these bags. There's 23 bags. The last one had 15. Now there's 23 and there's not enough room for them all. Never mind. Right. I'll put Use a set square. Gav has got one. Gav's got one. I'll see if I can borrow it. Take the dots off and start from scratch. No! No! Naughty Muir. But yes, thanks for watching. You are all rude. You are very rude. And I love you all very much. But yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry, I'm sure I'm too loud in that microphone. We'll go and raid Nick, because obviously. And yeah, that's it. I've got nothing else to say. Thank you for watching. It has been a lovely stream. It's been nice and chill. Which is nice. Sometimes you just want to chill, don't you? Right. Just do it right. I'd very rarely raid. It's difficult, isn't it? Raid. It is just Nicky Chops, all one word, isn't it? I think it is. We'll soon find out. Yeah. Yeah, it has been a nice chill afternoon. Well, morning / afternoon. Sometimes you just need to chill, don't you? I'm just waiting for the raid to come up and rambling while the raid... There goes, there now. But thank you all for watching, and I'll let you know, but I'll probably see you tomorrow.